It was Remembrance Sunday, the very moment at 11 o'clock at which thousands of simultaneous services were going to take place right across the country. Some large, some small, but an important moment in our nation's calendar. It was sad, of course, that the Queen wasn't there in Whitehall yesterday. Somewhat later on, we heard that at 10:59, a bomb had gone off in a car outside Liverpool Women's Hospital, and everybody was scratching their head as to what on earth was going on. We later learnt of very major police operations taking place in Liverpool and the surrounding areas, and we learnt today that in fact there'd been a controlled explosion just outside Sefton. The news coverage yesterday was really very odd indeed, very muted, but we learned today that the police are treating this as a terrorist incident, although they don't know what the motivation of the bomber was. All I can say is thank goodness that the taxi driver who was sitting in the front seat survived. In response to all of this, the terror alert in this country, the threat of terrorism, has been raised to severe, so we are not in a good place. The Prime Minister this afternoon has responded at a press conference by saying we must remain vigilant. And the question that I want to ask you tonight is, do you believe the government are being vigilant enough? And you can let me know what you think about that proposition, gbviews at gbnews.uk, or you can tweet at GBNews. For my part, I think the Prime Minister's saying that we must remain vigilant, which kind of says to us, well, actually, we really are being vigilant, we really are on top of things. What makes a complete and utter mockery of that, in my opinion, is the fact that over 20,000 young, undocumented males have come illegally into this country this year across the English Channel. They don't have passports, they don't have documentation, they don't even have their mobile phones because they get chucked into the sea. We have no idea who they are or where they come from, and I've insisted from the start of the Channel crisis that this is a potential risk to national security. So, Mr. Johnson, as far as I'm concerned, your reassurance that you're being vigilant is not worth the paper it's written on, because I think what's happening in the Channel completely and utterly makes that statement look ridiculous. But look, I'm very keen to find out what you think on that.